Woo. Oh, man. All I gotta say is Holland. Holland. Woof. Oh, man. What is going on, chat, man? Woo, man. Norway, Brazil. Let's go, Norway. Let's go, Anders. What is going on, Anders? Anders was watching the game, was putting messages since earlier. The first one that came up, it was a 427, but I think you had another one previously to that. But man, what is going on in the World Cup? But first off, what is going on with you guys? How's everybody doing? How have you guys been this whole week? I haven't been in the chat for the whole week, and I did get a 10. You know, it's not the light. I was in the sun the whole time. But man, I'm really like, you know, and it's gonna be you guys can see. Whew, man, I'm definitely 10. I was by the pool the whole week, pretty much the whole week. I was by the pool. I was still a little bit active on X though. I was posting a couple of things. I posted a few YouTube shorts on YouTube, but I didn't record anything, even though I wanted to do something, but I didn't do it. But man, how was the week treating you guys? How's the stock market treating you? Portfolio, you know, how's the portfolio doing? Any new additions? You know, have you guys been DCAing into your portfolios? Let me know there in the chat so we can talk about it here today. And I think tomorrow I definitely need to record my dividend income for the month of June and Q2. I really want to show you guys those numbers. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow. I believe I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So I really want to show you guys. But man, what is going on? All right. So let's see. Anders was there in the chat before 427. I think it was before 427. Oh, it doesn't say right here the time. But yeah, before 427, Anders was there in the chat. Well, unless Norway versus Brazil is not done, but should be. Yeah, Norway, man. Holland. What's going on, man? Row. Shannon there in the chat. Let's go. And guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Very, very important as soon as you guys join in. Also, I totally forgot before I started going in the chat. So sorry about that. And as I always say, we got to grow our portfolios one cup of coffee at a time. So man, I was really looking forward to doing some streaming. Hey everyone from KC, what's going on, KC? Man, my heartbeat is finally coming down. It's a good thing I put it for 7:30, you know? We're gonna take a look at futures too, see where it's at. Maybe your heartbeat will start going up once again. Alex, yes, what's going on, Alex? And there is a celebration going on downtown Oslo, about 8 lanes wide and 3 miles long. Wow. What's going on, Isra? Nice seeing all you guys again. Let's go. Let's go, guys, in the chat. Hopefully you guys were able to hang out maybe in other streams or something. I know, you know, I should have recorded something, but man, I was having a good time, you know. And I was ending the days like late. We were doing s'mores. Also, we did it 2 nights, 2 of the 5 nights that we stayed there. We were doing some s'mores and stuff. So let's go. Good evening, M. What's going on, M? SMPR. I was just watching one of your latest videos. I was watching earlier. I was watching your videos. Ryan Williams, channel number 2. Fired Up Wealth, you know, Eric's channel. Which other one did I watch? Gen X Dividend Investor had a good one though. This last Saturday. I don't know if you guys watched it, but if not, go ahead, man. Like, it was a really good episode in dividend investing. And I think that's going to be the topic today. So it might be a little bit boring for some people, but for me, it's definitely going to be, a good one. But let's see. Anyone else have a loading screen that won't stop loading? I have it right there in my phone, and it's good right now. So just to make sure that nothing goes wrong, that's why I have it there in my phone. But yeah, let me see. Looney, what's going on? What's up? What's up, Looney? Casey, not I. Looney. Yep. All right, let me see. Jay, you looked burned like a tomato. Yeah, it's right. So I was pretty much at the pool the whole time, man. Like the whole time, I really was, man. I spent so much time. I was by the water, and I was there during the day. Then I would get out for a little bit, going to the indoor pool. Like the place I went to had three pools, had two outside and one indoor. So sometimes I went to the indoor pool too. Boogie, what's going on? What's up, Jay and chat? What's up, Mr. Cardboard, KC? Fewer citizens in Norway than a suburb of Rio. You are 10. Yes, I am. Man, I really. And the first day, I actually forgot to put some sunscreen in my face, so I did get a little bit burned. The next couple of days, I did put if Jay's like that, I will be in the hospital with third-degree burns. So my body's not anymore used to the way we used to be before, because in Puerto Rico it was much different. But yeah, who is this guy and what did he do with Jay? Looney, my memory stocks have crashed like crazy. It was very sad, but I haven't panic sold yet. Nice, man. You gotta keep track of it, Looney. Just see, maybe these are buying opportunities in your portfolio. The demand is still out there, so it will be good to take a look at. What's going on, Fast Eddie? Hello, Jay and Chad. I couldn't survive a third of the sun Jay got. Links, what's going on, Links? Fast Eddie, the Mexico game has been postponed for an hour. Lightning is the reason why. Oh wow, yeah, they have it for 9 o'clock, I think it is. But man, I'm also very happy that what's his name got his red card reversed. So I'm happy about that. Oh my god, I forgot his name now. I was reading all about it and I totally forgot his name once I got on stream. Lightning is the reason why. Hold on, where's the scores for today? Okay. Yeah. Man, I feel bad. Tim is Tim there in the chat? Man, Canada, man. Morocco, really. 3-0. That France game, I was watching France versus Paraguay. Good game. Good game. Pretty good game. They were, Paraguay held up very well against France. But France play a little bit better. This Norway Brazil, I think this is an upset right here, but Holland is playing really good, man. Playing really, really good. Mexico England, that's gonna be a good one. Then tomorrow I'm watching Portugal and Spain. Tomorrow my two teams are playing, Portugal and USA. Man, can't wait for USA to play. Also, I want to watch it. But Portugal is playing while I'm at work, so let me see if I can listen to it while I'm at work. I'm hoping I do. But yeah, that's gonna be a good game right there. Argentina and Egypt on Tuesday, and then Colombia and Switzerland on Tuesday. So let's go. Oh yeah, that would do it. The storms are bad. SMPR. Tim, what's going on, Tim? I mentioned you in the video earlier, man. SCHD position. Woo, man. I don't know, man, but he got such a nice boost in the past 2 weeks, I would say. Such a nice boost. The next dividend investor is great. Yeah, he had a great video from yesterday. I watched it today. I try to watch it every Saturday when he posted, but I watched it today and it was good. Let me see from Anders. Stocks doing well. Hit 1200 total dividend for June. Nice, man. Wow, that's nice. $1,200. 10 Vici, 13 SCHY, 2 Main Street Capital, and 15 shares of SCHD and a partial VTI. Solid list of buys, man. Solid list. And there's that Cambodia retirement plan is looking like it's getting closer and closer, man. Hey, buddy, from Tim. What is everyone's thoughts on Vici properties, man? I really like it a lot. I bought a little bit more this week. I was gonna put almost everything into Meta, but I held myself and I invested a little bit less, so I could buy a little bit more Vici. It was still at under $27 a share, which I really like it. I know that there's gonna be the sale of the which building is it? Which casino is it? The business. I see the Caesar's Palace, I think. So I think that's also driving investors with negative, is giving investors some negative sentiment in there. But just remember that they are uh the landlords. You know, they're not. They don't manage the business. They just um manage the land. You know, like the real estate. That's what they do. So that's what is something very important. And I'm sure that the contract for the rent for the land is still gonna be the same, the same business as usual with Vici properties. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous about it or anything. I'm gonna continue buying Vici properties. I really like the company in the long term. I'm not nervous about Las Vegas, honestly. There's also more sports teams that are gonna go there in the future also. So really looking forward to that. I'm really not. I like it right now. Any of you guys like Vici properties at the moment? For that dividend, the dividend yield is higher too. Red, what's going on, Red? Let's go. KC, when you going to Cambodia to Anders? Good question. I think it's in a couple of years. Shannon, buying the Vici dip. Nice, Shannon. You and me, both. KC, I leave for the Philippines on July 22nd for 2 weeks. Let's go, man. Let's go. I think that's when I have a vacation. I have another vacation in 2 weeks. But on that one, I'm staying here. I'm staying home. Last week of August, first 2 of September. Nice. Hello, always good to chat with you. Your trip must be coming up. Nice. I'll be dead. Oh, with the burn. Didn't the third financial quarter start last week from Looney? The third financial quarter. What do you mean by that? How was your Norway trip? Trip was good, even though some bad family news on my way out of the country was not unexpected. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Anders. But I'm glad everything else was good, man. I have 232 shares of SCHD and I received $98.35 in total dividends for June. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go, Isra. I actually don't have that spreadsheet open right now. I actually don't. Let me just open it up. Actually, let me just open it up. And I took my laptop so I could work on it while I was on vacation, and I only opened it once. Other than that, I took a nap. Everything else, I don't know. I was just let me see. 232. No, hold on. 232. And then I had you. Hold on, Isra. I had you. Why did I have you at $57? Hold on, $98.35. Why did I have you $57? Did I do something wrong? Maybe I did. But I just updated. So nice, man. $98.35. That was 3 shares right there. Nice. Hi, Jay and everyone. It's going to be a short visit as we're having an early dinner. Hope you enjoy your vacation. Thank you, JL, for showing up. In the chat. Thank you for being there. And yes, I had a great vacation. I'm burnt. Like, look at this. And I think I gotta lower the the light right now. But yeah, I enjoy the pool so much. We were in the pool almost every day. I think only one day, yeah, only the day that I got there and the day before I was leaving, I didn't get in the pool. Other than that, I was in the pool the whole time. So it was pretty good. Tim, sorry about the bad news, Anders. Yeah, man. Hate to hear bad news, man. Wish everything was always good. Alex, I'm at 152 shares of SCHD, and I think I got like $38. Alex, man, you're killing it, man. You started with 9 in January. 9 shares, man. Look at it right here. 9 shares. Alex has been killing it, man. Nice, nice. 1,047. Wow. Big jump. 1,047 shares. Nice. Oh yeah, 1212 from Anders. Man, I'm so behind on this, right? That's the problem about going on vacation. Man, they gotta update everybody right now. And I already have the September dividend right here, which I gotta highlight in green so we can differentiate. Looney, let me see, Looney, 113 shares. Let me see. 113. Let's go, man. 113. Let me just bring you up a little bit more. Here, have you a little bit more up. And then how many? Hold on, $27.28 in dividend. Woo, nice. Hold on. Let me put it right here. It was 27.78. Wow, nice, man, nice. I received $57.74 in SCHD. Oh, got it. So I was right. Why did I put all right, so $57.74. And just bring up my AC good. Yeah. All right, I'm just bringing down my AC. But nice, man. $57.74. Nice. So the total dividend was $98 for June. Let's go, man. I'm gonna make the video tomorrow, talking about it, talking about my dividend for the month of June and also for Q2. Which, man, when I look at the chart, it definitely looks really, really good. And I got the SCHD chart for the dividend already updated. The estimates for Q3 and Q4, they are also updated. So I'll be showing you that on tomorrow's video. Hopefully. Well, if I make it tomorrow, I'll probably post it on Tuesday. SCHD total 1215 from Boogie. Wow, Boogie's killing it, man. Boogie is killing it already. A couple hundred shares, man. Let me see. $301.74. Oh, I was right. All right. Let me see. You were 1 penny off my SCHD dividend. Nice. So it was 302.25. Let me just go ahead and go right here. 302.25. Let's go. Nice. Let me see. Fast Eddie sold AMD at $523. Bought XNDU, which I still got to do my research on that one, Fast Eddie. I haven't forgotten. I got that one and I have another one that I want to do my research. DRAM QQQI getting some dividends. Zoetis is that one. ZTS. VTI, SPYI, and SCHD. Nice, nice shopping list, man. You weren't like on a you were like a Costco, grabbing here, grabbing there, like just grabbed a little bit of everything. That's good, man. I like that. I think something is wrong with your June dividend column. IMBM has 232 shares and it's showing $90. Yeah. Isra, I think oh, I thought I was going crazy. Okay. You noticed when yeah. I put the dividend that he placed on there. That was the total. When he said $98 was the total that he got in dividends for the month of June. So I had to update it to $57. I was correct. But I got two ahead of myself. That was on me, really. Looney, I think next SCHD dividend, I will be getting a full SCHD share from the drip. Nice, Looney. So if the next SCHD dividend, right now, I have the number for last year, which is 26 0.2604 cents per share. That's what I have. So it will be $29.43 as of right now. That's the estimate if that's the dividend that we will get. But SHD Stan already put an estimate out there. I might put that one into the spreadsheet so I can show you guys. But once he puts more studied estimate, because he got all the formulas and all the information. Once he puts a more updated one, I'm gonna put it right here on the spreadsheet, so we can have a more calculated one. I think it's gonna be much higher. I think it's gonna be a cent more than last year at least. I want to say it's gonna be 27.04 cents. That's gonna be my estimate, more than last year. But let's see. Let's see. I might be wrong. I might be too bullish. Maybe I should be a little bit less. But my estimate is gonna be 27.04. That's gonna be my uneducated estimate for the SCHD dividend for September. AC, crazy. JL, glad you and your family had a good time. I have 384 shares of SCHD now. Nice, JL. 315 you had at the beginning of the year. So it's looking really, really good. Yeah, $99, almost one more share so you could cross the 100 estimated September dividend. Israel, LOL. Can you set my goal to 225 for the end of the year from Alex? Alex, man, you are killing it. You went from 100 for the goal to 150 to now 225. You are definitely killing it, man. I gotta give it to you, man. You're killing it. You are killing it, Alex. Yeah. You are killing it. JL, we have the same amount of SCHD. Yes, nice. So there are a couple stocks, guys, that have been performing very well. And I know we have been mostly focused on tech, memory, semiconductor. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Very, very important. Only 15 likes. And there's like almost 30 of you there in the chat. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The like button. But we are forgetting about, our mature, boring, dividend stocks like a Johnson and Johnson, which has been performing very, very well in the past year. And that's not including the dividends. But if we take a look right here, look at Johnson and Johnson in the past year, up 68.7% in share price appreciation. And this is a sleep well at night stock right now. What is called in some other YouTube channel Swan. Sleep well at night stock. PE ratio right now is at a 30, forward PE at a 22. Dividend yield is at a 2.04%. My yield on cost is higher, right? Because I did buy before about a year ago. That's when I was buying this stock, and not many people were. And I know, some other people were buying tech. Tech definitely performed very, very well in the past year. But look at this, 68.7% plus a 2% dividend yield right now currently. But a year ago, the dividend, I think it was like around 3% or so. So If you see right here, dividend payout ratio right now is at a 60.6. Johnson & Johnson have grown their dividend 64 years. Dividend growth also 4%. So they don't grow their dividend that much, but they still grow their dividend. And I'm still planning on holding long term. Dividend growth, you see that it has decelerated as of lately. But I'm okay with that. I'm holding. I'm still holding right now, and I'm gonna continue holding. Maybe I should sell for gains, like some people have mentioned in the chat. But look at this. A year ago, the dividend yield was at 3.3%, 3.2%. So over 3% dividend yield a year ago, and now the share appreciation has been great. Revenue, you can see that is steadily growing between 7 and 6% year over year. Nice steady growth from a mature company in Johnson & Johnson. The operating income, you can see that is also growing steadily. It's at $25.4 billion in the trailing 12 months. And then if we take a look at the shares outstanding, they're also buying back shares. Johnson & Johnson has been a solid stock in my portfolio, and I'm going to show you my gains so far. I did stop the drip in Johnson & Johnson. I've been using it to buy other stocks in my portfolio, but it has been a very, very solid performer so far in Johnson & Johnson. I'm telling you, I know we should be talking about Nvidia and Micron and all these other stocks, but don't sleep on these. Don't sleep on the mature company, especially this one in the healthcare stock, in the healthcare sector. Sorry. So don't sleep on those. JL to KC is so humid here, huh? KC 102 Fahrenheit, 95% here today was great. Wow, 102 degrees. Jeez. By me, it was like a 90 up here in New Jersey. Y'all who like above 80 degrees are nuts. Then you should not go to Philippines in July. 110 degrees in Phoenix. Wow. Now Phoenix is no joke. 8% humidity. Wow, 110%. Sorry, have to run. No worries, JL. I very understandable. Very understandable. Gotta spend time with the fam. That I understand. Have a good week, Jay and everyone. I will catch up and watch the live stream tomorrow. Bye, all. All right. See you later, JL. My arthritis really likes it. Tim, I'm built for the cold. It was 32 degrees Celsius, not including the humidity today. So it was in the mid 100s in Fahrenheit with humidity. Wow. And that is nuts up there, Tim. I know. And the was horrible when it got over 90. July, August is cooler than March, May, and it rains a lot in July. Jay, nice to see you. What's going on, unboxing? Nice to see you there in the chat too, as well. It was only 95 today here in San Antonio. Wow, is Boogie. I want to go there, Boogie. I want to go there. One time I'm going to visit San Antonio, and I got to hit you up when I go to San Antonio so you can show me one spot. I want to go to one spot that is good for barbecue. But when I go down there, I'll hit you up. I'll mention it in the chat. Anyone here is from Maryland? Let me know there in the chat, because I was there this past week. True, I was south of Manila late April and early May. Was great. 15 feet from the pool. I'm starting a position for silver, as I don't have any precious metals. Any idea when Neos is adding it? To Tim. Good question. Danny, dímelo Jay. Happy Sunday, guys. We buy stocks tomorrow. See, dímelo Danny. Yes. Let's see what's gonna be out there in the stock market. Which positions. Let me take a look, and I don't have it open yet. But let's take a look at Sunday futures. That's what I should be taking a look at right now. Let me see. Finance. Ooh. All right. Let's see. The S&P. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of green right here. You see, the S&P is already 0.5% on the upside. for tomorrow. So we're seeing some nice green right here in the stock market in the S&P. Then you have the Dow Jones, which started in the negative. It was in the red. Now it's up 0.1% um, in the after hours or overnight hours, right? Then you have the Nasdaq right here. Wow, up 1.5%. So it looks like tech is gonna be on the upside once again. So guys, just continue to hold. That's what it's looking like right now. Just continue to hold that tech. You know, I know that I've seen people taking gains from their tech holdings, which is very interesting. But I think I will be doing the same, honestly. We had one of those rare days with no wins since this country is mostly built on swamp. Fast Eddie, Jay, do you have SCHG? I got a dividend when I also got my dividend for my SCHD. Yes, so I do have SCHG Fast Eddie. It's just in my Roth IRA, and I don't share it. I don't share my Roth, and I don't share my 401k in here. I pretty much don't share my retirement accounts. But I do have SCHG. I built it up pretty nicely over the past 2 years, I would say. And then I bought a nice amount recently in, what was it, January, February, somewhere around there. There was a nice pullback into the 20s. Like it was like around $30 a share, $29 a share. That's when I bought. I started buying SCHG. So yeah. And I have the drip on. So I just haven't updated my retirement spreadsheet. I have to do that. I do it like once a month, fast steady. So I'll probably do it this next weekend coming up. I was gonna try to do it this past weekend, but I needed to put the stuff together for the content. All right, but yeah, good ETF. I like it. Solid ETF. Google says late July or early August. Thank you. I think it's coming soon. Not 100% sure about the exact date. Curve has the silver ETF that I just added one share so far. Ticker KSLV. It's worth a look. Not financial advice. I've been buying Netflix in the last 2 weeks, up to 40 shares so far, on my way to 100. As long as the price stays 80 and below, maybe 85, we'll buy more tomorrow. Nice. I've been liking Netflix also so far, and I've been buying a little bit heavier. I don't know if you guys saw the video today, earlier this morning, around lunchtime. I dumped it or I uploaded it. Sorry, I uploaded it because I did wake up late. I've been waking up late. I gotta go back to waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's gonna start tomorrow. Oh, gosh, it's gonna be a pain. But yeah. All right, so $77 a share. You can see that year to date is still down 17.18%. I got the same price range, under $85 a share. My cost per share, I've been bringing it down as of lately. So in the past couple of weeks that I've been buying, but it was my heaviest buy in the growth portfolio this past week again also. Do I wish I could deposit a lot more money in the into the portfolio? Yeah, man. I wish I could buy even more on some of these Netflix right now, Meta platforms also. There's a couple of them that I would love to buy a little bit heavier in my portfolio. But yeah, I like Netflix so far too. Thank you, sir. I am seriously considering adding some silver bullions for portability. I wonder what that is. I was thinking about grabbing a Troy ounce with this dip. I just think for stability, metals are a good choice rather than bonds. Hmm. It's funny how Sony stock is up, pump and dump. What's the ticker symbol for Sony X? Let me know there in the chat. But yeah, you got Netflix right here. Let me take a look at Meta to see where it's at. Especially Meta right now is up 0.77% in the past couple of days. He had a nice run up in share price. It's up 7.3% in the past couple of days. What they had some news recently. Let me see if I can remember. But Meta pops 9% as company makes cloud push to sell excess AI compute power capacity. So from their AI business or their AI computing that they're spending, that they're building with a capex spend, it looks like they might have some excess um, computing. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna rent that or sell it to other companies right there, so they can get even more revenue from their um, data centers, pretty much. So yeah, I would consider it the fourth leg of my retirement chair. I'm considering selling VGT since long term its expense ratio is 0.09%. Maybe sell and buy SHG. What do you think? Me personally, I want to own both. Honestly, um, I really like VGT because VGT has. Let me just look it up right here. VGT has performed better than SHG, right? But like I said before, well, we can compare it. It's not, apples to apples. We're comparing oranges to apples, right? And you can see right here, like in total returns, right? In the past 10 years, VGT has had great total returns. You can see 835% total returns from VGT compared to a 455% from SCHG. What I like about SCHG is how balanced it is with multiple sectors, and it's not just heavy in tech. Um, so it does have some growth from some other sectors, right? Which is good. But if what can I say? I'm trying to come up with like a good answer, right? And none of this is financial advice, of course. But with VGT, what I like is that it's very heavy weighted into semiconductors, cybersecurity, software, and it's mostly tech. I think the future is gonna be very, very big tech. And I do wanna buy VGT, which I'm gonna be buying it pretty soon. Um, so I don't think I will sell my VGT and do SHG if I had the money. You know what I mean? Like what I will do, and I know I did this before. I sold my VGT and put it into Netflix, but it was for multiple other reasons. It's not because VGT is a bad ETF. I think it's a solid ETF, and I want to start building it pretty soon in my growth portfolio. Um, but you know, VGT, if you're very bullish tech, I think VGT is a great ETF for that. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't do one or the other. Maybe I'll do both. You know what I mean? And I think we did that. We did uh it's not the comparison, it's the overweight, right? The hold on. What is it called again? I had it right here. The overlap. The overlap between both ETFs, VGT is very heavy tech, so it has a lot of other companies that SHG doesn't have. Some of them it does have, but a lot of them doesn't have. So I wouldn't do one or the other. I think I will do both. Um, you know, and both are very low expense ratios, Alex. I think both are um very, very low expense ratios compared to other ETFs. I don't think you can go wrong with either, with either one, honestly. Not financial advice, right? That's just my opinion. And I'm hoping I did good at give opinion. Sony is the ticker. Lots of bad press. Let me take a quick look right here. Ooh, let me see. So Sony is up almost 3% in the past day, almost 7.6% in the past 5 days, down 18% in the year to date. Let me see. In the past years, down 18%. Past 5 years is up 5.8%. So I don't follow Sony. I know it is a solid company. They have um great products. Honestly, Sony I think has great products. Sony to end PlayStation game discs in 2028. Wow. Sony erases digital content from libraries, a reminder that you don't own what you buy. Oh wow, that's not good. That's not a good thing. But yeah, this is a very mature company. Let me see. The revenue is at $12.4 trillion. Revenue growth has gone down as of lately in the past 2 years. It looks like um operating income is at 1.5 trillion. Let me see. Shares outstanding. They're buying back shares too. Especially right now. I think right now is a great time for them to buy back shares. Free cash flow. Wow, $1.4 trillion. Jeez, that's a lot of money, man. The EBITDA margin, 21.5%. See the cash flows real quick. Free cash flow, point 4. Let me see the debt real quick. Hold on. Total debt, 1.6 trillion. Oh, wow. They have a lot of debt. Why do they have so much debt? They have a dividend. They pay a dividend twice a year, so every 6 months. They got a 5% dividend yield. 5% dividend yield. So it looks nice. Isn't this one like an international stock, Sony? This is in the New York Stock Exchange. But yeah. Hmm. Price target right now, according to analysts, $29. So that's an upside of 41%. I know that they have great products, so I would just, I don't know. Do you believe in the company long term? On a pullback right now. Might be a nice opportunity right there. Mm, market cap for the company, $123 billion. I don't know. I think this company is good, but I'm giving you an uneducated advice, an uneducated opinion. I will have to look into it a little bit more. I just know that about PlayStation, their headphones and all that stuff. All of that. Almost or all the product that I have bought from Sony has been good. So, you know. Memory is running a bit. DRAM, MU, and STX. Let's take a quick look in the after hours. Let me see a DRAM, which is the memory ETF. Let me see. Wow, it's up 10.3%. Nice pullback lately. I thought Micron was on a nice opportunity to buy. Honestly, look at this. It's down 21% in the past couple of days. The demand is still out there. Look at this, 124% since inception, since IPO, right? Since inception, sorry. Um, so yeah, that's that one. Let me take a look at Micron, which is right here. Micron is up 7.3%, also above $1,000 once again, as you can see right here. They have an ex-dividend day coming up. No, it's actually tomorrow. So whatever shares you held as of Friday or Thursday, sorry, that will count for that. And then STX, Seagate, it's also up 5.5%. So with those also, let me take a look at VGT, because VGT also has memory, Alex. Remember that. It's up 1.2%. So nice right there. The only thing is that VGT is gonna lag a little bit more. Other ones that are very concentrated into a certain tech sector, like in memory or in semiconductor, just because it's not heavily weighted into one tech sector. It has all of them together in there, and it has, I think it's like over 300 holdings. So you are very diversified in VGT, and honestly, yeah, I like VGT long term. You know, the other ones are a little bit more risky. The ones that are into one specific sector, but there's just right now a lot of demand in the semiconductor sector. I think SMH is also solid. I think it is a solid ETF also. You can see right here, it's up 3.2%. Look at this in the overnight hours already in SMH. So yeah, the new oil they call the semiconductor sector. I will consider the tax hit if you are doing this in a taxable account. SCHD have been lagging a bit. Yeah, not investing advice. LOL. Yeah. What's up, Thrill? What's going on? VGT is prettier, but SHG has a nice personality. I like that. I like that, M. I like that. I like the way you put it there. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. I like the way you put it there. We are in probably one of, if not the biggest tech run in history. For me, tech is where big money will be made. I hold XLK and keep buying. Yes. I agree with that statement from Danny. Honestly, it's not financial advice, but I really like it. I really like the statement there. I think tech is definitely gonna be. Um I'm gonna start DCAing pretty soon into VGT. Yeah. VTI VXUS from X, keeping it simple. Just DCA, sleep well at night. Let's go. If you want tech growth, stay with VGT. If you want a broader growth, go with SHG. Yeah. But what I would do, I would just stay with VGT, and maybe if you're looking into building an SHG, like myself, I bought VGT on the pull. I bought SHG on the pullback, right? I have a nice position in the Roth IRA. I'm just gonna keep it there, and I've been building a cash position to start buying VGT pretty soon, but I'm gonna start DCAing into it soon, and keep both because I do want to be a little bit more heavy weighted into tech for the future. LOL from any pool suggestions tonight? Yes, that would be good. I wouldn't mind doing a pool. I was looking into XLK too. Yes, that's a solid one too. XLK has also been performing very well, slightly better than VGT. You see, it's up 1.98% in the overnight hours. Year to date, it's up 25%. In the past 5 years, it's up 141%. Since inception in 1998, 1,000%. But these are ETFs that, in my opinion, right, not financial advice, in my opinion, you gotta buy and probably hold like 25, 30 years. And I think are gonna be great. Looney, Microsoft is a great buy in the 350s. I have to agree with that, Looney. Microsoft, solid company, sleep well at night, stock also mature. It's up 0.5%. It's still under $400. I think a couple of days ago, yeah, a couple of days ago it was at 350, which was a steal. I think this was a steal, honestly. 350. Right now it's currently trading at a 23 PE. I think the forward PE is in it at a 20 or 21, somewhere around there. It's just a solid company, very strong financials, balance sheet, very strong. I'm gonna be honest, they still have a moat, and they're implementing AI into their software. So are businesses gonna go ahead and stop using Microsoft products and go into something new? I don't think so. It's gonna be, a lot of people are already used to working with Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, and some of those, right? Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook. Already that's already implemented like into into everyone's DNA. Let's just say that, you know what I mean? Already, like Microsoft is just there, and whenever you do an interview, you always ask, right? Do you have any knowledge, or what are your skills with Microsoft Excel? Any knowledge in Microsoft Excel, or Outlook or anything like that, right? Whenever you do an interview for someone in a position of office or leadership or anything like that, because most reports are done in those programs too. So Microsoft still have a strong mode. I think long term, I like that. I'm holding Amazon in SHG. I wouldn't have bought it, but I wanted to invest into Meta, you know, um, but I think Microsoft is still very strong company. I also think it was very oversold. I still think it's a buy, but that's just my opinion. They keep failing at making live service games. Oh, got it from Sony. Got it. I own two ETFs, XLK and SMH, and the returns have been great. And I can see this going higher at least in the next 2 years or so. Anything else, it will underperform, in my opinion, for growth ETFs. Good statement right there. I picked up 30 Wendy's. Really? Bringer of dividends. What's bringing you to Wendy's? Like, what are the good news? I know my kids love Wendy's, so they have been keeping up the business. They're definitely helping the stock. That is no doubt that my kids are, keeping up, keeping that revenue going up. Because some of my paycheck be going there almost every week. But it's up 17%. Wow, in the past couple of days. 19% in the past month. What are the good news? Wow, it was $6 as of lately. It's down 63% in the past 5 years. So this is like a turnaround play. That's what it pretty much is, right? Bring of dividends. What is the dividend on it? Let me take a look real quick on Wendy's. Let me see. The payout ratio is at 71%. Ooh, 6.5 dividend yield. They cut the dividend in 2025 from 25 cents to 14 cents. So don't be surprised if they cut it a little bit more. Let me take a look at the financials. 2.19 billion. It did go down year over year, over 1%, over 3%. Operating income 489 million. Net income 313. Let me see the shares outstanding. Oh, they're buying back a lot of shares. So this is a good sign, man. If they can turn it around, this will be a good play, though. They got good operating margin. Look at that, 22%. Profit margin 14%. Not bad. Free cash flow margin 30%, right? This is in the KPIs. Let me see if they have sales company. Let me see. The US segment profit, it has been going down from 525 million to now 477. International is growing, actually. International is growing from 43 million to 44. And global real estate and development is also growing, which is a good sign. But in the US, it's not growing, it's actually declining. The sales. Let me see. US, let me see. The same restaurant sales growth in the US, it went down 5%. This is an important metric to do with Wendy's. Internationally, you can see that he rose 1% and global down 4.7%. But this was in 2025. They don't have the 2026 right here. If the same store sales continue to decline, then that's not a good sign. But if they can turn it around, that would be great. And especially a couple of days ago, it was $7. Nah, $6. That would have been a good time to buy. All right, let me see what else. Wow, I'm very behind in the chat, guys. And guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Very, very important. Let me see how many of you guys have hit the thumbs up. 20 likes. And somebody subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Casey, I worked an English camp at another school on Saturday morning to earn about $100 to put towards investing. Nice, man. Nice. Let's go, Casey. Tim, can't think of anything at the moment. Nice, Casey. Yes, that was very nice. Some side money, man. Keep hustling. Still waiting to hear back from my card buyers about their next purchase. Nice, man. Thanks. That'll go a long way towards your goal. Super cool. XLK and RSPT have been crushing the Max 7 this year. Yeah, but right now, I think to me, the Max 7, if you have a few years time horizon, I want to say, Max 7 are still going to be dominating in the future because they are the ones investing right now into and buying all these products from these other companies, like Micron and Nvidia and all of these others, right? But once the ROI, right, the return on invested capital, or ROIC, right, starts coming back into those Max 7 companies, that's when everybody's gonna go jump right in. So I'm looking at this right now as the moment, that the Max 7 is giving an opportunity, or Wall Street is giving an opportunity with the Max 7, but it has to be long term. I don't know how many years it's gonna take. Might take 2, might take 3, it might take 5 years, right? You never know. But right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be building those companies right there, in the Max 7. I'm gonna continue building Meta. Love, the CapEx spend. I'm not scared about it. Will it go down to zero? The stock, can it go lower? Yes, it can go lower. But I think once the ROI starts coming in, starts showing up, maybe in a year, Mark Zuckerberg say in the upcoming quarters, but I think it might take a little bit longer, but I'm okay. I'm just gonna continue to DCA. I can continue buying it little by little. Um, but yeah, let me see RSP. See that one, RSPT. This one in the year to date is up 34%. Past year is up 50%. Nice, nice. KC, maybe today's pool can be for Jay. What should Jay buy next? And give us 3 to 4 options. Options being waste management, Nvidia, XNDU, and one more. That one more will be Oracle, because it's one stock that I want to start doing some research in it. It has had a nice pullback, has some good contracts, with multiple companies, with the government. And right now it's trading at a 24 PE, 17 forward PE. Price target right now is at $251, 80% upside from here. I was watching a video earlier, and I was just reading a little bit about it. I think this is going to be one that I'm getting very interested in it. In Oracle, down 28% year to date. I like the ones that are, the sentiment is negative, but the company's still strong. In the past 5 years, it's still up 76%, as you can see right here, but $140 a share right now. Dividend 1.4%. So it could be one that I could add to the dividend portfolio. They grew their dividend last time 11%, grown their dividend 12 years. Payout ratio 34%. So still solid payout ratio. That means the balance sheet is still good. And you can see that the dividend yield went from under 1% to now over almost 1.5% right here. So this is one that I think I'm gonna start looking at it. And you can see the revenue, it has been growing. It's not growing like an Nvidia, like a Micron, like anything like that, right? But it's still growing. Look at this, 17% in the past year. The last year, 8% before that, 6% before that. So it has been accelerating in the past 3 years, the revenue growth. And I don't think there's any stopping on there. Also, the operating income, look at this. Went from $13 billion a couple of years ago to now $20.6 billion. So I think this could be a good option for the pool today. And I wouldn't mind doing it. Net income, $17 billion. Shares outstanding. They are issuing shares, but don't be surprised if pretty soon they start buying back shares, which is what I got to take a look at, other guidance, and a few other things. in the previous earnings report. The earnings per share is also growing at $5.94. The free cash flow, it is at a negative $23 billion right now, but the gross margins, look at this, 65%, operating margin 30%. So this is a high margin business right here. Profit margin 25%. The free cash flow margin is the one, but I think that they're investing within the company. That is what I gotta take a look at into the stock. But honestly, I'm liking it. Look at this. In the past 5 years, this is the lowest they have traded according to the multiples. So the trailing PE ratio is at a 24 right now. The forward PE also, look at this, at a 17. Only in 2022, it was trading at a 14 trailing PE ratio. At a forward PE ratio, sorry. But currently it's at a 17 right now. So yeah, this one, it looks like a good opportunity. In 2022 was at $60 a share, this stock. So looking at Oracle right now, wouldn't mind putting this one in the pool. Oh man. Yeah, I really like Oracle right there. Let me see. I could do it. Let me do it real quick. Let me do it real quick. Start a pool. Which stock would you like to see in my portfolio? Let's see. We're gonna do, what is it? Waste management. Nvidia. And let me see. XNDU. And then I'll do Oracle. That's gonna be my pick. My pick is gonna be Oracle. So let's see. Let's take a look at the pool right here, right now. 25 of you guys there. Only 21 likes. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Very, very important. I just posted the pool. Let's see what everybody says. Looney, SoFi? SoFi. Yeah, I haven't. You know what I've been doing as of lately? And I've been doing the same thing as Tim right now. It's just putting a cup of coffee, $5 into it on a weekly basis. And I think I'm going to continue doing that for now. The share price, which is actually up, let me see. In the past 5 days is up 5.4%. Still down 30%, which is why I'm still DCAing into SoFi right now. But I do believe that the financial sector has been on the upside as of lately. One company that is benefiting from that is going to be Visa. Ticker symbol V, which when I show you my portfolio in a little bit, you can see that Visa on the upside in the past 5 days, 9.5%. And you guys know that I was buying right here. I was buying in the low 300s. You guys know that I bought a couple times and I showed you guys on the DCA Friday episode. And now it is at $362 a share. As of right now, price target from the analyst, $398. So guys, I was not financial advice. Just remember that, not financial advice. You guys still gotta do your research, but I was definitely buying little by little, nibbling here and there, you know, $20, $25 into it at the beginning of the year. So I bought a couple times. Let me see. Tim, Microsoft. Oh yeah, that's another one. That would have been good. A good stock. Or McDonald's. Yeah, yeah. Let me do a poll with those two next. I want to do a poll with those two next. Whichever one wins goes against those two. In McDonald's. Whichever one wins. Then it's gonna be a 3 stock poll. Let's see. But I like those two picks. I like McDonald's. McDonald's recently had a nice pullback, and I thought it was a good opportunity. Let me see. Oh, it's back up over 280, yeah. But recently, it was in the 260s. This is where I liked it a lot, McDonald's. I still think it's a buy, you know, mature company, real estate without the what is it? The qualified dividend? No, the non-qualified dividend. So you don't get taxed as an ordinary income on this one, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think it's a qualified. So even better, 2.65% dividend yield, price target $330. I thought it was a buy, and I think we brought it up in one of the streams a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. I really liked it. I really like McDonald's at these levels. This was a nice pullback. Probably many investors were taking gains to just go into um memory stocks and something in tech. I think that's what is going on right now, because some of these companies now, I think there's multiple companies already in the $1 trillion market cap, right? So that's where a lot of the money is going right now. But these are going to be the companies that are going to benefit mostly from robotics and AI, because these are the businesses that are going to be using that. So once they start using that in the future, which is, it might take 5 years, it might take 6 years, I don't know, you never know. It might take only 2 years, right? But once they start benefiting from that, these are going to be the companies everybody's going to rotate to in the future, I believe. Wendy's is a meme stock at this point from Looney. Bringer of dividends, yes. I would rather own Wendy's Baconator than a share of their stock. I think a Baconator is $9 now. Wow. $9. Jeez. I feel disappointed after ordering Wendy's lately. Quality just isn't what I remember it being. Yeah, it's not as good as it used to be, man. I used to love the bacon, the no, the junior bacon cheeseburgers. Those used to be, man, the bomb. Those were so good. I wish Korea had Wendy's junior bacon cheeseburger for the win for Wendy's. Yes, Tim, I'm telling you, man, that one was good. Wendy's maybe the next GameStop. I hold Google, Amazon, and Meta plus XLK. Get the Max 7 beside Tesla, and I feel good holding this for years to come. Solid picks right there, Danny. Solid picks. ORCL raises dividend once every 2 years, due for a raise in 2027. Nice. Except switching, same, except switch VGT for XLK for me. Definitely buying and holding. Nice. Doesn't ORCL has a crazy amount of debt? Let me see. That might be right. Balance sheet. Let me see. Yeah, it has $156 billion in debt. But is this investments in the company? That's what I will need to look into. Um, yeah. So let's see. It might be a crazy amount of debt. It's messing around with the free cash flow. Just like, all of these investments that they're doing in the company for AI and like, for example, with the Max 7, right? This is a software company, right? And this software company, they have many customers. That's including the US government, if I'm not mistaken, in this one. So they are investing in the company themselves. It's like Meta also. Microsoft is also investing in the company. So that's messing around with the free cash flow. Some of these companies have a lot of free cash flow. Some companies like Oracle might not have enough free cash flow, like a Google, like a Microsoft, like a Meta. So they might have to take in some debt to do that. But they have solid customers that are not just gonna change the company that they're working with, just because, you know what I mean, or just because the share price is down, or anything like that. I still think that there's going to be a lot of revenue coming up. You can see that it's growing. Revenue is growing. You can see it's growing 17%. That means the business is still there. The demand is still there, Looney. So they'll probably pay that debt later on in the future, in the upcoming years. I think that happens. Looney, yup. Main Street Capital, Anders. Ooh, that would be a nice one. Wait for a dip to 180 on Nvidia and sell Coke for a profit, and sell Pfizer for tax loss harvest, and buy Nvidia. The thrill. The demand is still there. Nvidia's trading cheap. I wouldn't mind making that move, honestly. I know this is not financial advice, guys, through, but I have considered that move before, or a similar move before, into my dividend portfolio. If I buy Nvidia, I'm holding for 10 plus years. The demand is still there, and hopefully, it still performs well in the future. But look, it's only up 4.4%, um out there. But the yeah, look at the revenue. The revenue has been growing, and there's no stopping. I don't think there's going to be any stopping anytime soon. $253 billion in trailing 12 months. Yeah, I don't know. Not bad. Not a bad move, through. ABT beat their case around the infant formula. I think it and MDT are gonna revert to mean for a nice gain. Also steady dividend. One is a king, the other aristocrat. One is Abbott Labs, right? ABT Abbott Laboratories. But yeah, this one, yeah, trading right now at a 26 PE, 17 forward PE, 2.6% dividend yield. Price target right now, so upside of 22% from here. Year to date is still down 23.8%. Wow. Since inception is up 25,000%. If you guys bought it in 1968. Wow. It's in the healthcare sector. Let me see the dividend. Yeah, payout ratio is only at 69%, so it's still not bad. They have grown their dividends 54 years. They grew at 6%. Mature company. The dividend yield right now is higher because of the share price being down. So it's at 2.5%. So this, yeah, it looks like an opportunity right here. And if there are some good news right there, that's gonna be good. Let me see the revenue. They have grown the revenue in the past couple of years. You can see in the positive 4, 5, and 6%. But yeah, it looks like they're recovering from 2023, which it wasn't a good year for them. Shares outstanding. They are buying back shares, I think. Slightly, yeah. They're slightly buying back shares. So that's good. And then Medtronic, right? That's the other one, MDT. Let me see. So Medtronic is trading at a 13 forward PE. Nice. Price target 17% from here, upside. Let me see. Year to date is still down 13%. Dividend yield is 3.41%. Down 34% in the past 5 years. They have grown their dividend 50 years. 76% payout ratio. So it's creeping up though. Dividend growth 1.4%. Dividend yield 3.4%. Yep. I have Johnson and Johnson already in the healthcare. I have Pfizer, but I might, move on from Pfizer eventually. But two good picks though there. All right, let me catch up. Yep, 100% agree. Nice. Yes. Those are very good picks. Honestly, I think why are we eating fast food years old, but they all seem not as good? I don't eat enough to know for sure. I get very tired of fast food very quickly. Like for example, I just went on vacation. I couldn't cook or anything like that. So I pretty much ate from like almost every fast food that they had out there. And I got really tired. I couldn't wait to cook. I got back and today I just cooked some stuff. Some very simple stuff, but I enjoyed it because, I just made it. So it's good. Um I just wish I had more time, because I like cooking, and I like to make new things and all that. So, wouldn't mind having some more time to cook and be able to do other things. But yeah, now food indoors, like home cook, much better. I'm with you on that one. I eat fast food about once a month. Yeah. If you guys can, yeah, definitely I would say, just eat at home. But I'm gonna be honest, and Tim, when I was on vacation, those fast foods were full. Like seriously, they were full. And I don't know if it was because, where I was at, they had like some some things. You know, it was 4th of July week, right? So maybe that's why, but I still saw like every time I went for like lunch and then for dinner, like there was always a lot of people in the line in the fast food places. Finanzas con estilo, Visa almost at all-time highs. Yes, I was just talking about that. Man, just I was buying earlier in the year. I told you guys, $362 a share. You know, I was buying right here in the low 300s. And I should have kept on buying. I don't think I didn't buy enough, honestly. I honestly didn't buy enough. And I think Visa won the weekly challenge also previously. So, yeah, I definitely didn't buy enough of Visa. And right now it's at $362. And yeah, if you see, yeah, it's near all-time highs, I think. Yeah, all-time highs is 370. I think it is. So, yeah, 362. Yeah, it's almost there. Almost there. 6.9% CAGR is pretty crazy for a dividend king. Yes, that one was good. Planning to add Nvidia? Possibly. Possibly. It all depends. Um, it all depends. It looks like it's definitely a $300 stock. So that's a nice upside of 54% from here. So, putting a nice amount into Nvidia wouldn't be bad. But I know it's also the largest position, like in hold on, in some of the ones that I want, and even VGT. I want VGT. So let me see. In SCHD, yes, this is the top holding right here. 9.8% here. I also have most of my money in the S&P. It's also the top, I think it's the top holding, right? In the S&P. Let me see if we have the FXAIX. Yeah, in the S&P it also is the highest. So I'm investing in it in FXAIX, in my 401k, both of my 401ks, because I just opened one with the second job. I don't know if I told you guys, right? Did I tell you guys that I also opened up a 401k in my second job? I don't remember if I did or not. But I did open up a 401k, my second job. So it's going to be a nice small percentage. I did choose a small percentage because they're not doing a match. But I'm hoping that later on they'll do a match. So that's why I opened it up. So putting a couple dollars here and there into there it's not bad. But yeah, so it's the top holding in SCHG, FXAIX. I have, yeah. I like it. I like the company. Don't get me wrong. I think long term is gonna be a solid company, but it already is, a solid company. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Let me think about it. Let me continue thinking about it. Abbott and Medtronic are the same play to me. Not financial advice, but I love reversion plays. Nice. Yes. They are both solid. Next pool. What should Jay sell to buy the first pool winner? Let me see. Let me see right here, real quick. Oh, wow. So I'm gonna end the pool right now, but you guys can see that Nvidia has 73% of the votes. Wow. 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 Nvidia is like 7% of the market. Yes. Man, that's the crazy part. But what will be the next one? What did you say? What should I sell to buy Nvidia? So the only ones that I will sell, these are the only ones that I will sell, and I'm gonna put them on there. Which holding to buy NVDA. These are gonna be the picks, okay? I'm gonna give you guys right here. See, let's see what you guys choose. Let's see what you guys choose. I want to see. I want to see. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Let me know there. Let me know there in the chat. I don't know. Do you guys like that one? Let me see. Instead of opening a second 401k from a different employer, why didn't you just increase your full-time job's 401k? You know what, Fastetti? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest, Fastetti. I didn't think about it. I honestly did not think about it because my regular job does do a match. I do think I am up to the highest though on my main job to where they do the match. I think I am. So if I increase it, I don't think they're gonna match anymore. You know what I mean? So I think I am at the max, but honestly, you just made me rethink about it because yeah, I honestly didn't think about that, and I should have looked into it. Honestly, yeah. See, that's why I mentioned these things in here in the chat because you guys, there's sometimes things that I don't think about, at the moment. you know. But but yeah, that was a good one though. That's very good, Fast Eddie. Very, very good. Jeez. Should have thought about that. But I think I am at the max. I'm gonna look into that this weekend, Fast Eddie, and I'll let you know on next Sunday's stream. I'm gonna try to remember that. I hope Meta stays at this price to keep buying. Yes, man. I've been DCAing into it. Finanzas con Estilo. You also been buying? Man, I feel bad that I haven't seen your latest portfolio update. I gotta watch your videos too, man. You know, honestly, I'm sorry about that. Um, but yeah, I've been buying too, man. I've been buying at these levels under $600. I think is definitely great. Right here, $542. He was as of recently in June, man. I still think this one anywhere under $600. I still think is a buy. Trading at under 18 forward PE, 21 trailing PE. Yeah. I think we're gonna be very happy with our investments in this one in the future, Finanzas con Estilo, in a couple of years from now. But yeah, but let's see. Let's see what happens, man. You know, not financial advice, guys. Especially since there was no match. Yeah. I will stay with KO and sell the rest. Hmm. The look at your face when you read that, LOL. I gotta take a screenshot, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think about that. That was a very good point that Fast Eddie brought up. I honestly didn't think about the match. I just thought about it. I'm like, oh, let me just open it, and hopefully, maybe in a year or so, if I'm still, which I believe I'm still gonna be working there. It's just too much. New Jersey is just very expensive, man, and I got a lot of expenses. Um, Plus, I want to continue to invest. And the second job is the one that keeps me investing right now because I couldn't do it with just my main job. I would just, I probably would just invest maybe like, you know, $25 a week or so, maybe. I don't know, maybe a little bit more, but I don't think I will invest that much with just my main job. Honestly, it's just everything's so expensive. There's expenses here, there, cell phones and all that. But yeah, either company's gonna match anymore, so why not just keep it all in one spot? Now the second job had better choices. That's a different animal. No, so it didn't have any better choices. Yeah, I just put it into the S&P Fast Eddie 100%. It did have a lower expense ratio than the one in the than the one on my main job. The expense ratio was a little bit lower, but it's not like a big difference. You know what I mean? I thought the same as Eddie. Maybe they also match. Yeah. Let me take a look into that. Let me take a look into it. You can contribute more than match. My company's 6 to 3. I contribute more than that to max out how much I can contribute. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, let me look into it. You guys brought up a very good point. It may be better to have two accounts, won't hurt anything at least. Yeah, true. But let me check. Let me check. I think I did contribute. I do contribute in my main job as much as I could because it's not like they have like a great match percentage there either. But yeah, I think I do contribute as much as I could. Add WA waste management from David Castro. Hi Jay. That's a good one though. Solid company. Let me see where the oh wow. I need you guys to vote though. Wow. What do you guys think about the options? And let me, you know what I'm going to do? Because we already looked at a couple of stocks here. Let me see where Nvidia is at in the overnight hours, real quick. Yeah, Nvidia is at $195. Yeah, a share. Let me take a look. Did I take a look at Meta? I think I did. Yeah, it's up almost 1%. Then I have Google, which I gotta start buying pretty soon. I gotta start buying Alphabet pretty soon. It's up 0.8%. It's still up 14% in the year to date. But it was recently under 350, which I really like. Under 350. Amazon, let me see. Amazon is still in the 240s, up 0.65%. Only up 5% in the year to date. I'm hoping it goes low as possible, close to $200 a share. I voted for waste management. Nice. That's a solid pick right there. Pedro, I asked Gemini to recommend me a dividend stock and he gave me Garmin. Looks really good. Can you give me the ticker symbol? Let's take a look at it, Thrill. WM rises in value almost as fast as they raise the dividend, if memory serves correct. Waste management is going to be one that I don't think is going to be disrupted by AI ever. I think they're going to benefit from AI in the future and not get disrupted at all. Let me see, year to date. Let me see. In the past year, it's up 0.7%. Past 5 years, it's up 63.2%. Let me see. The price target is $256, which is an upside of 11% from here. 1.64% dividend yield. And the dividend stats, they have grown their dividend 22 years. Dividend growth 12%. Wow. Payout ratio is only 51%. They just increase their dividend at the beginning of the year. So they do so every beginning of the year. In the first dividend in March, they increase their dividend. And look at this. It went from 7% in 2024 to 10% to now 14%. So yeah, it looks really good. I was looking hard at Garmin towards the end of last year. Wish I'd bought in. Haven't been tracking it since though. Take a look at Garmin. Let me see. Maybe I could put the name right here and it will come up. GRMN. Dividend 1.75%. Price target is 9% upside from here. Year to date is up 18%. Past year is up 13%. Past 5 years is up 64%. Wow, in 2022 was at $79 a share. Let me take a look. Oh, wow. So they have grown their dividend 8 years. Dividend yield is 1.7%. Payout ratio is at 43.5%. Dividend growth 18%. Wow. They grow their dividend every second quarter. So they just grew their dividend 18%. They just started growing it that much though in 2025. Yeah, they didn't grow their dividend in Oh, in 2023 and 2024, they didn't grow their dividend. But yeah, 18% dividend growth. That's good. Take a look at the financials real quick. Yeah, the revenue is growing. What is this company about? Scientific and Technical Instruments Tech. GPS enabled products, navigation, communications, sensor base, scales and monitors. Garmin will be a pure dividend play for me from the thrill. Nice. Big crap. 18% CAGR. Yeah, Tim. Looks good. Take a quick look at the financials a little bit more. Operating income also has been on the upside, $1.9 billion. Net income, $1.7 billion right here. Nice. Shares outstanding. They are yeah, they're steady. They're flat pretty much. Let me see. Earnings per share. Look at this. $9. Wow. Nice. Free cash flow is at 897. Let me see. The gross margin, 59% steady. Over 50%. Operating margin also 26%. Profit margin 23%. Free cash flow margin 12%. So yeah, nice margins there too. Let me take a look at the balance sheet. $167 million in debt. Hold on, they have a lot more free cash flow than debt, right? Yeah, they have 897, so they can pay off the debt like right now if they want to. Yeah, so that looks good. 2022 was a good time to buy this stock because it was like at an 18 trailing PE. Yeah, right now it's at a 26. But yeah, dividend went from 70 cents to 105 in what? 3 years? That's impressive. Yeah, it went from let me see. Yeah, from 73 cents since 2022. They didn't increase their dividend until 2024. But then from 75 cents they went to 90 cents and then $1.05. So yeah, since 2024, Tim. So in 2 years, they went up from 75 cents to $1.05. Gemini was on point. Yeah, no, it looks good. If for some reason it has a nice pullback, because it can trade at a lower multiple, you know. Yeah, if he has a nice pullback, I think it will be nice. Even though right now it is April, since April. Like at a lower valuation, that would be good. Good pick though, Thrill. Good pick. All right, let me check there in the chat. Let me see. Let me end the poll right now. About a 40% increase in just over 2 years. Yes. Very nice dividend increase from that one, from Garmin. So in the pool, let me see. So 46% said to sell Pfizer and buy Nvidia. Then 31% say all three, FXAIX, Coca-Cola, and Pfizer, and buy Nvidia with all that money. Then 23% Coca-Cola. I really like Coca-Cola. It's one of my favorite companies. So let me show you my portfolio real quick. Oops, almost I had the I almost had the chart that I gotta show you guys. Let me just zoom in right here. But my portfolio right now, since I'm caught up in the in there in the chat, my portfolio is at 41,700. So close to $42,000, man. That's gonna be my new all-time highs. Right now, it's currently at an all-time high. 41,780 or near all-time highs. But I got $6,200 in unrealized gains, which equals 17%. If I sell FXAIX, I got $2,200 in market value because I got 42% in gains, right? Then I also have KO, Coca-Cola. I got $724 with a 42% in gains. Then Pfizer, I got $572 with 21% in losses right here. You don't realize losses right now. So that will be, hold on, let me see if I can do this. That one, oh, hold on. Shift. Yeah, in, oh. I think is, yeah, it's this one. So right now, you know, the total is going to be at the bottom corner. Hold on. Let me do the screen only. I don't know if you guys can see it right here at the bottom, but the sum of these three positions right here, if I sell all three, is going to be $3,518 if I sell all three, right? Of these positions right here in FXAIX, Coca-Cola, and Pfizer. That would be a nice amount of NVIDIA in the position. But those are some of my best performers right now. And then you can see that Johnson & Johnson, I got 69% on unrealized gains on my Johnson & Johnson position. That's not counting the dividends. I haven't done the the formula to calculate that in here, in this portfolio, but in this spreadsheet. But you can see that my cost per share was at 155. I was buying in under $160. Anybody that was subscribed knew that I was buying. I was showing it every Friday and every Sunday. And now it's at $263 a share. I'm glad that I bought when I did. I went up to 10.4 shares in my portfolio. Drip the KO if you're holding long term, not financial advice. I probably will turn it on soon, Tim. I'm still undecided on that. After factoring in 8 shares for the drip on your SCHD for the rest of the year, you will need an average of 2.05 shares per week. Nice, 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 nice. Oh my God. Only 2.05 shares. And I'm going to be buying every week. I'm going to continue buying, Tim. And then hopefully I do get YouTube money. I don't know if I'm going to get any this month, actually. I think it's going to be next month when I'm going to be able to get. I just got to do a lot of live streams and a lot of videos. I gotta hustle up. Like I gotta, you know, I gotta do my best to create more and more and more content on YouTube to try to get a little bit more money quicker from YouTube to buy more SCHD shares. But right now I'm at 441.2 shares of SCHD, 18% unrealized gains, which equals $2,200. I finally crossed $12,000 invested in SCHD. This is also with the dividend drip, which I got a nice amount. I'm going to show you in the video that I'm recording tomorrow. But yeah, 34% of the portfolio, almost $15,000 in total market value. But I'm not looking at that. Why? Because I'm not selling SCHD. I don't want to sell it. I don't ever want to sell it. I want to continue growing the dividend. And I don't know if you guys saw what I posted on X, but any shares that you bought on inception day, right? When SCHD first started, you know, and on inception date, any shares that you bought, your dividend yield right now is at over 12%. That will be your dividend yield or your yield on cost on those shares that you bought at the first day or an inception day on SCHD. I just posted that on X. It was a couple of days ago that I posted that, or maybe a week ago. But that's what I want. That's what I want for my portfolio. I want a nice yield on cost in my SCHD and just paying 0.06% expense ratio, which to me is very, very low. Then I got Google, 117% performance in the stock. I only have $1,300 invested in it. I gotta buy more Google. I think some people would just sell it right now and take those gains and just wait for a pullback. But what I want to do is I want to build my position longer. I like Google long term. I want to hold 10 years plus in Google. That's why I'm not selling right now. 8.2 shares, and I would love to buy even more. Johnson & Johnson, Pepsi, Verizon report earnings soon. Some of my biggest holdings. Nice. That's a lot of dividends right there. That's some nice dividends, though. If you sold all 3 positions, you get 18 shares of NVIDIA. Nice. I like that. I really, really like that on NVIDIA. Meta Platforms, 4.9 shares. I'm down 7.7% in my position, and I just been buying. I just been buying as much as I could. I'll show you guys my purchases that I made this past Friday real quick for anyone that hasn't seen the video from earlier today. Johnson & Johnson, 10.4 shares, I'm up 69%. Amazon, 19.3% up unrealized gains. And I got 11.2 shares. I just been buying. I got $2,200 invested. I need to get to $3,000 invested in Amazon. I want it to be as large as Meta right now. And for Meta, I need to buy the little bit that I need to get to 5 shares, to round it up to 5 shares. So I need to calculate it. How much is it that I need? If I only need a little bit, like $20 or less, I'm going to deposit it tomorrow and just buy the little bit in Meta. So I can just round it up to 5 shares and then see if I just hold it right there. I think I might just hold it and invest a little bit more into Amazon, which is currently at $242 a share. My cost per share is $203. So I've been bringing on my cost in Amazon, but I'm okay with that. Visa, I'm up 23.3% in my position. My cost per share is at 293. I was buying in the 290s and in the low 200s. Once again, in the low 300s, sorry. So right now I got $450 in unrealized gains. So I had like 4 shares and then I brought it up to like 6.6. Realty Income, 36.1 shares. I'm just dripping the dividend. That's what I've been doing in Realty Income. It's right now $63. I like it under $60 a share, but I can just drip the share the dividend right now. S&P, we talked about already. I'm up 42%. Procter & Gamble, 13 shares. Share price at 151. If it goes back lower to the in the low 140s, I think I'll buy once again. I'm up 2.8% in Procter & Gamble. Vichy Properties. I'm up to 71.6 shares, trying to get to 75 shares of Vichy Properties. I'm down 7.3%. Dividend yield is looking really, really good in Vichy Properties. I got $2,100 invested in it, and I also have the drip on. Netflix, I'm 16.5 shares. I know that I said I was going to buy until I get to 15 shares, and then I was going to hold, but I really like at the current levels right now on Netflix. So if it still stays under $80 a share, I'm going to continue to buy. Then I'll stop once it goes above my cost. I still think that this is $100 stock, but you know, that's just me. Might take a couple of years. You never know, right? Might take a year, might take a couple of years. You never know. Might go lower than this in the near future. You just never know, right? But I like it at these levels. I'm going to continue to DCA into Netflix and holding for a couple of years. Down 5.5%. None of this financial advice. Remember that, guys. Main Street Capital, 23.3 shares. I'm up 21%. IBIT, Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin, very small purchases, but also been buying. I'm at 27.5 shares. I'm trying to get 30 shares of IBIT. I'm down 34.8%, so continuing to lower my costs. And that's what I'm going to continue doing. I got to split my deposit in the growth portfolio into IBIT, Amazon, and Netflix. I like those three. Coca-Cola, I'm up 42%. Pfizer, I'm down 21%. And then SoFi, I'm up to 25.8 shares right now. I've been buying $5 every week. Once I slow down buying the other companies like Netflix, Amazon, iBet, I'll buy a little bit heavier into SoFi. I'm up 14.2% in my SoFi position. If you went with the first pool, sold PFE, Pfizer, and bought NVIDIA, you would have 2.9 shares. Nice opening position to DCA into. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it there, Tim. I really like it. Yeah, not bad. I can definitely grow that. I got 150 something dollars in losses. I've been collecting the dividend though. The dividend has been dropping very good in my portfolio. So yeah, wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah, you still hold the S&P that has VGT all over. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way, Danny. Yeah, the S&P, I'm still gonna hold it for now. Will I sell it in the future? Probably. I got so much more money in the S&P in my retirement accounts. Then I also have SCHG in my Roth, so yeah, some good exposure there. But yeah, as of right now, I'll keep it. I'll keep FXAIX. I'll probably sell it for something higher yield in the future, but I don't know what yet. Um, in the dividend portfolio, you guys can see that the dividend portfolio alone is $33,300. They got $4,000 in unrealized gains. But when we go to the right, you guys can see that my estimated yearly dividends finally $1,004. So just crossed the $1,000 in estimated yearly dividends from my dividend portfolio. Estimated yearly dividends from SCHD $462 in there. From Realty Income, 117. From Johnson & Johnson, I got $55 in estimated yearly dividends. Then you got Procter & Gamble, $56. Beachy Properties, I'm already up to $128 in estimated yearly dividends from Beachy Properties. Then I got Main Street Capital, not counting the special dividend. I generate $74 in estimated yearly dividends. So with the special dividend, it's like close to $100 a year in dividends from Main Street Capital. Pfizer generates $40 in estimated yearly dividends. And those are some of my highest. Their portfolio salary, $83 per month of the year. Then per week of the year, $19. I'm getting closer and closer to $20 per week of the year. And per day of the year, $2.75 without me lifting a finger. So every day I wake up, my portfolio pretty much generates $2.75, which is great. It's a great feeling, and let's see where I'm at in 5 years from now. I cannot wait to see where I'm at in 5 years from now, where my portfolio is going to be. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 times what I'm generating now. Let's see. So your losses are more like $140 or so. Since you put the dividend to work in SCHD. Yes, I have been. I have been putting the dividend to work in SCHD from Pfizer. Every time that they have paid me the dividend, which is $10, those $10 always goes into SCHD. Or yeah, I think it went into SCHD. Then Vici will have a dividend raise after the July 9th dividend. So the October dividend will be higher. Nice, yes. I do think I did turn it on right before the drip. Let me just make sure. Let me just log in right here. And guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up when you guys join in. Let me just make sure that I do have the dividends. So I do have Main Street Capital reinvesting, Realty Income, SCHD, yeah, Vici Properties is also reinvested. Then In my growth portfolio, I don't have anything reinvesting. In my in my Roth IRA, I do have SCHG and SCHD dripping back. So it's reinvesting also in there, in those. I don't have anything else reinvesting. Not Meta, not Coca-Cola, not Johnson and Johnson, not Pfizer, not Procter and Gamble, which I think I should. I think I should have had Procter and Gamble reinvesting, and then Visa. I don't have Visa also reinvesting. Even though I like it in the long term, I think I should, honestly. I gotta take a screenshot of this so you guys can see that I'm being very transparent. I'll do it pretty soon. I'm gonna do it soon. I'm gonna show you guys a screenshot of my portfolio in my Fidelity account. I just can't show you live because it shows my account numbers in there. But yeah. Yeah, so this is my portfolio. Let me know there in the chat. How's your portfolio? It's 9:22 already. My water is running out also. But yeah, but don't sleep on these stocks like Visa, Johnson and Johnson also, which I was reading right here. Johnson and Johnson is aggressively scaling its medical technology and innovative medicine portfolios, hitting $633 billion in market cap. Projecting full year 2026 revenue to surpass $100 billion for the first time. The company is explicitly avoiding the competitive GLP-1 weight loss sector to double down on oncology, immunology, and specialized medtech. Nice. Major manufacturing and pipeline investments. They got a $1 billion vision expansion. $1 billion investment in its Jacksonville, Florida facilities. This expands manufacturing and distribution capacity for its core AccuView contact lenses lines. 55 billion US commitment. Let me see, 55 billion capital deployment blueprint running through early 2029. Focus on domestic R&D, advanced automation, and manufacturing infrastructure. So yeah, Johnson and Johnson is still investing in the future. Pretty soon I want to turn on the drip on Johnson and Johnson. Honestly, I know that it's very expensive right now. Firefly Bio acquisition. J&J finalized an agreement to acquire Firefly Bio, absorbing their specialized platform to accelerate the development of next generation antibody drug conjugates for cancer. So yeah, they have a lot of investments coming up. New product launches in pipeline. Icotide, approved by the FDA. And I don't know what this is. Tech Bailey in combination with Darzalex. Moving this bispecific antibody regimen into early second line therapies, things like that. So yeah, they have a lot of investments coming up, as you can see right here. So I'm not gonna read all of them because that's gonna be a lot of big words. If you're holding long term, drip should be on, in my opinion. Yeah. I just like to, what's one thing that I like, Tim? I like to actually manage my own dividends because sometimes I feel like there's some good opportunities in other positions, at lower valuations. I do understand I should turn it on because, if I'm planning on holding long term, which I am, like Johnson and Johnson still has a bright future. Very mature, sleep at well company. Same thing with Procter and Gamble. I think it does um have a bright future also, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna change my mind, right? You know, that would be my only question to myself. Let me see. What else do we have? What other stocks should I take a look at in oh, let me show you the purchases real quick that I made earlier this week or on Thursday. So for anybody that didn't see the portfolio update this morning. You guys can, of course, go ahead and still see it though. But I'll show you right here. I bought one share of SCHD at $32.23. Of course, I gotta buy this every week, no matter where the share price is at. That's what I do. Then I bought heavier into Meta, $40 in there. I was gonna buy $51 or something like that, but I bought $40 at a share price of $588.33. Picked up another 0.067 shares in Meta Platforms. Then I took $11. I wanted to put some money into Vici Properties. That's why I only put 40 into Meta. I almost put the $51, but I put 40. So I put $11 into Vici Properties. It was at a share price of $26.64. I picked up another 0.412 shares. And I saw it. It said $26. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Meta. I want to buy more Meta, but let me put a little bit, let me nibble a little bit into Vici Properties because, I want to continue growing my dividend income as well in the dividend portfolio. Then Netflix took $30 because I was going to buy heavier into Netflix. I really was. But then I saw the other holdings that I wanted to buy more of. And I'm like, nah, let me just buy a little bit. And then I'll split the remaining of it into the other holdings. So I bought $30 into Netflix. Share price was at $76.86. So picked up another 0.39 shares. Then I bought $15 into Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. Picked up another 0.06 shares. Share price was at $245.31. Then Bitcoin. I got to buy more Bitcoin. I want to buy a little bit more Bitcoin. Will it go down to zero? Probably. I'll probably lose all my money that I have in Bitcoin. But it's a very small percentage of the portfolio. So I'm okay. I think I like Bitcoin long term. I still see the government talking about it. I see Bitcoin everywhere, including in the news. I still think that sentiment is going to change eventually. I don't know when. Will it be in a couple months? Will it be in a year? Will it be in 2 years? I don't know. But I think the sentiment will turn positive in the future in Bitcoin. So I picked up another 0.43 shares, almost half a share. I picked up in Bitcoin. Share price was at $34.85 for those $15. Then I put my cup of coffee into SoFi, Tim. $5 into SoFi. I'll continue to do that for now while I continue to buy the other companies. Picked up another 0.27 shares of SoFi. Share price $17.87. So that was that. Then I got from my credit card points $41.48. That's how much I got from my credit card points, which dropped very, very good into the portfolio this month. And it dropped right on time on Thursday. That's when it dropped. So what did I buy? I bought one full share of SCHD at $32.24 and another 0.302 shares of SCHD at the same share price, $9.73. So I put all of it into SCHD. And the most important thing, though, is that this strategy will not work if I carry a balance and I pay interest. I only do it because I use it for the daily things that I'm going to buy. Like, for example, if I need to buy lunch, or if I need to buy milk, if I need to buy eggs, if I need to buy bread, like things like that I already have the cash in my debit account. That's what I use it for. I just use it for my daily things, not to buy sneakers, right? Go buy me some Jordans just because I have a high limit on the card, or go buy some couches, or buy a new refrigerator, or buy anything like that, right? Or buy necklaces, or buy I don't know what else. What else can I say there? Guys, help me out there. But maybe things that I don't have the cash for right now, right? maybe I shouldn't have mentioned the fridge because I will have the cash for the fridge if it go bad, right? I could buy one, but like unnecessary things, like buying a bunch of sneakers, a bunch of clothing, like name brand clothing, like pants from whatever name brand store, or chains and necklaces and bracelets and all that stuff, and things, and just upgrading my iPhone, like every year, or like M say grills right there, things like that. Like, if that's what is very very important, that you use it responsibly, and this strategy will work, but you have to be very 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 extremely responsible with it, and not carry any balance. So yeah. In grills, don't buy any grills if you don't have the money. You should save it up. Do what I do. I even used my credit card one time to do the deposit on the Honda Pilot. But I had the cash though for the deposit. So what I did is I put it on the credit card, got the points, and then in a week or two, I paid it off. So yeah. Like Israel said, anything luxury. Let me see. That's a pretty good counterpointer right there. Okay, thank you, Tim. I have drip on everything. If I'm not gonna put the money back in the company, I'm gonna sell it and get out. That's a good point, Fast Eddie. You make sense with your dividend strategy. That said, you will never compound to the fullest if you don't drip back. Yeah, that's very true, Thrill. I don't know. Sometimes I do think about, because I used to have the drip on before on everything, but then I started seeing that I can move the money to work to where I see an opportunity at the moment. It helped me build those positions a little bit faster, I guess. So that's why I liked it. I like that strategy. Will I go back to dripping everything? Probably. But as of right now, I kind of like that strategy. Retro, what's going on, Retro? Hug. You bought the cup of coffee back. Love it. Yes, yes, Tim. Only thing not charged on my credit card is my credit card bill. Yep. If your credit card cash was to work a 40-hour work week, 160 hours a month, it will earn 25 cents per hour. That's the easiest passive income you can earn. Yes. Let me see. Yes, I charge as much as I can and pay it off every month from Fast Eddie. Nice. Retro, is the SoFi credit card as good as Robinhood's 3% cashback? I don't know. I don't follow those. The one that I use is the Fidelity one, which is 2% on everything. But it's SoFi. I haven't really looked into it, but that's good. 3% cashback on everything. That sounds pretty good, actually, Retro. I know the Robinhood one is very, very popular out there. So, yeah, that's not bad if you use it responsibly. 32 shares of SCHD for me now. Nice. Ghosty dividends. Let's go. Let me see. Wow, you were at 11 shares and now you are at 32. Wow. Nice. $8 in dividends for September estimated. Maybe one grills. Remember that the price drop when you receive the dividend. Yeah, true. True. That's very true. Do you know who Rob Berger is? He's taken all his credit card points and started a portfolio. He's been doing it for years. And the last time I remember him talking about it, it was with like 33 or 34K. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's really good, man. That's really, really good. I've been using more My Fidelity now. I do have the Apple credit card because I had taken it out before, but I changed my bills because I used to have it on there. I changed it now to Fidelity. So that's why I'm getting more and more points over time. Actually, I show you right now. So right here, these are my credit card points since I got it in 2024. And you can see that at the beginning, I didn't use it that much. But then I did change my bills to it. So I think it was in 2025 when I changed it. So you see that I started getting more and more, money in April, May, $49, $43, 31, 52, 64. I think here in August, the reason why I had $64, I think I had I think I had some expenses with the truck. So I had to buy like parts for the car and fix it. Good thing is that I fix it myself, but I had my regular expenses plus I had to buy car parts. So some of these higher ones has been because I had some things happen where I had to get into my fund, into my high yield savings account and pay it because it was things that happen, out of the blue. $52, then you can see $20, $17, so not much there. Then 33, 39, then 63 in in January. Then you can see how it has gone very well so far. So I have a total of $783 since I got the credit card um, from Fidelity. That's how much I have so far. And I started putting it into SHD, I think it was last year, somewhere last year. So not all of it I have put it into SHD, but since then I have just been putting it into SHD since sometime last year. So almost, like everything. So $783 so far. And if you're earning $40 a month, 2%, you earn $60 in cashback at 3%. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Retro, heck yeah. I make sure I pay off all my credit cards every Sunday evening. That's a nice strategy right there. I like that. I like that every Sunday evening, especially I like, having a routine like that, you know. So I usually do it on Fridays. And I'll take a look at everything. England scores. Ooh. You see. Oh wow, they're up 2-0. Wow. Wow. It's not good for Mexico. Let's go, Mexico. So Retro, it's not going good for Mexico. England scores again from Fast Eddie. Yeah. Bellingham score at the 36 and at the 38 minute. Wow. Wow. And again. Yeah. That's not good for Mexico right now. It's not going good for Mexico. Hmm. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this one. But yeah. What time is it? It is 9:39. So good thing I didn't bet on this game on Robinhood. Almost did. LOL. You never know. There's still time. There's still time, Retro. So I wouldn't just call it a game already. I know they're up to nothing. But I wouldn't call it a game just yet. You still got the second half. So let's see. Now, if England scores another time, then that's gonna be rough to beat. But yeah, wow, 2 goals in 2 minutes. That doesn't look good. It does not look good. Tomorrow I got two games. Tomorrow I have Portugal and USA. Let's go. Which one you guys got? Portugal and Spain. That's gonna be a tough match. Very, very tough match for Ronaldo. I was just walking out the bat and they scored again. Wow. Yeah. Oh my god, Isra. Yep. Um yeah, and USA Belgium. I like USA on that one. Definitely gotta win USA. I'm rooting for them. So let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm also hoping that Ronaldo scores on this game, Portugal, Spain, and wins. I need them to win. Oh, Norway won against Brazil. I think Norway wasn't the favorite, right? I don't think it was. Oh. All right, guys. I think this is gonna be it for tonight. And man, this was a great live stream tonight. Little bit over 2 hours. I think that's pretty good. You know. Um. So yeah, yeah. I think this is gonna be it for tonight, guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Uh. Oh, walking out to the bar. Walking out the bar. So yeah, I think this is gonna be it, guys. And that's so much. I was very rusty today, so let's see. Please, glad to hear you had a great vacation. Thank you, Fast Eddie. Really appreciate it. Norway has never lost against Brazil. Oh, okay, got it, got it. I thought for some reason I thought they were not the favorite on this one. But yeah, Norway played really good. Um, but yeah, guys, this is it for tonight. Tomorrow, most likely, I won't be doing. Ooh, oh, 2-1 Mexico scores. You see, that's why I wouldn't. Hold on. That's why I wouldn't call it a game. I think I'm gonna listen to this game in a little bit. While I take a shower. I'm gonna listen to this game while I take a shower. I got Peacock right now, so good night, guys, from Israel. Yes, good night. Good night, everybody. Definitely enjoy the game, Mexico, England. I'm going to listen to it right now while I go take a shower. I got to wake up early tomorrow morning also. So, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on notifications. So when I go on live stream Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday. I should be going on live stream Tuesday. I'm gonna record a video tomorrow, hopefully, God willing. And then on Wednesday we should have another live stream. And then on Thursday I'm recording my DCA Friday episode. So I have a busy week this week. I gotta catch up. I gotta get back to the routine, man. And so yeah. It was nice to hang out again. Peace to everyone. Happy investing this week. Yes. So I double that on what Tim just said right there. Happy investing week. I hope everyone gets a lot of gains in the future. And yeah. So good night from Boogie. So good night, everybody. And as I always say, guys, I hope you enjoy this one. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.